I'll be honest, I feel a bit weird talking about this in the way where a father feels a bit weird talking to his son who's just gone through puberty and has to tell him about all the changes he's experiencing. But in an overly sexualized society, it is important to address. The human body is composed of billions of cells, and every single cell has a specific function and a level of potency. Semen is a highly potent cell. It is half of the ingredient of what has been required for every single human being to be alive today. So imagine the amount of energy your body has to go through to produce semen. But in this highly sexualized society, it's been made as though that it's okay to just spill it away and just deplete your energy. And then we question why there are a lot of problems within society that surround a lack of motivation, or even depression, fatigue, or the lack of mental clarity, mental numbness. So hereby, semen retention is the practice of preventing yourself from purposely releasing your semen to fulfill your sexual or biological needs. You see, many different ancient religions and cultures have always attributed this sexual energy that a lot of people would otherwise deplete as also spiritual energy. And so the practice of semen retention is to also cultivate this energy in a way where instead of depleting it, you incorporate it into your being and allow it to flow within your body, to optimize your body in such a way where you are then able to achieve greatness and experience life to its fullest. Because if we are only alive to fulfill our biological needs and our sexual desires, then what's the point really? Because the human being is capable of so much more, and this is very clear. Imagine a leopard which has the ability to run so fast, to walk all of its life, to never run after its prey. It's not really fulfilling its faculty or ability to be the leopard. Or imagine a gorilla with its tremendous amount of strength, to not use this strength to climb and break things. This gorilla isn't fulfilling its life as an optimized gorilla. And in the same way, if a human is only depleting his or her energy to fulfill their sexual needs, then what about the faculties that we have within us that are beyond sexual or biological needs? Now, one of the reasons why I'm bringing this out and speaking about it in the open is because we've got to be honest with ourselves and stop hiding the fact that this could be a potential problem. If you feel like you lack motivation in certain activities, if you feel like you are lazy, or you are fatigued, you are tired, or you are not living your life to its fullest, this could be why. So in the next 30 days, let's take part in semen retention. Let's stop ourselves from over-sexualizing the contents of our mind. Let's steer away from it. Let's focus on something higher. Let's focus on a particular goal that we know we want to achieve in life. Let's stop chasing after the opposite sex. There's over 7 billion humans on Earth, and half of it is the opposite sex. There's no need to constantly chase all of it. So just like any challenge you want to start, in the beginning it's going to be extremely hard. In the first 7 days, this is where you'll really start to feel withdrawal symptoms. This is a massive dopamine kick that you are taking out of your life. So related to my previous dopamine detox video, I go over the difficulties of a dopamine detox. But when you get to day 7 to 14, it is in this where you really begin to feel the benefits. Your mind becomes clearer. You start to feel a lot more alive. You start to have this glow. Even when people speak to you, they feel you have this sort of gravitas about you. You feel like you are a lot more than what you are. There's more weight, there's more conviction in what you do, there is more power within you, within your bones. This very energy that you used to deplete is now within you, and it's being used to carry out your life. When you get to day 14 to 21, this is where you feel an intense amount of love and serenity in whatever it is that you do. And then from day 21 to 28, this is where you really feel deep embedded peace to your core. From 28 days onwards, this peace will prevail throughout. And so you may ask, is this how I'm going to live? It doesn't make sense. After all, it's there to be used, right? And that's exactly the point. It's there to be used. You are not overdoing it. You are not completely celibate, staying away from life, living in the mountains. There is the medium balance. So find your cycle. If you're married, it's a different story. You've got to obviously maintain a symbiotic relationship. We want to put ourselves in a point of balance. We don't want to overdo it, neither underdo it. And so we've got to find our flow. And in that flow, we will find the same benefits that we receive after, say, days 21 to 28. The deep embedded peace, the clarity, the aliveness, the energy. This is exactly what is missing in a lot of our lives. So I really hope that this hasn't made you feel awkward, but has made you think about your life choices if this is something that you were overdoing. Now I really hope that this video has shed some light into what you are worth, what this energy is worth that you're depleting down the drain in the bed sheets or whatever. We've got to take more control over ourselves. Not just our sexual aspect of things, also what we eat. We are what we eat, but we don't just eat through our mouths. It's also through our eyes, ears, nose, and every senses. We are constantly taking in an experience. And so if you're constantly eating in sexualized experience, there is no wonder that that aspect of your life needs constant satisfaction. And so let's allow ourselves to reach a balanced state. Take practice in semen retention. Reclaim your power. You are not a slave to your sexual organs or the overly sexualized aspects of society. You are greater than that. And I really hope that this message benefits you greatly. Do make sure you leave a thumbs up. It helps the video reach more people. And aside from that, thank you so much for listening. See you next week.